Hello everyone, this is Gina and I am hosting the Homeschool Happy Hour today. I need to remember this. It's been a long time since I've scoped. I have been so busy the last few weeks that I almost forgot how to turn the camera around. Hi Amy, glad you're here. Glad everybody's coming in. I am Gina Mayo and I'm a homeschool blogger. And I have 8 children. I've been homeschooling. This is my 10th year. So as you're coming in, if you homeschool, tell us something great about your day today, something that went really good with your homeschooling today. For me, we actually started today, so that was fun. We are doing swim lessons this week, so it's a little off schedule, but we got some things done, and I'm really happy that we got started finally after this busy summer. So Homeschool Happy Hour, we do this every day, weekday at 3:45, and I am hosting today, but I have never hosted before for this. Usually we take turns and we get the hosts from the group. Hi everybody, I'm so glad you're coming in. It's great to see you all. From the group facebook.com/groups/homeschoolscopes. So if you're not a part of that group, go join it and you could host someday. So it's every day at 3:45 Central or on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central. So like I said, as you're coming in, tell us something great about your homeschool day today. We started, I have 8 children and they range in ages from 3 to 10. I'm sorry, not 10, 14. My oldest is 14. So I have preschool, 5 elementary kids, junior high, and a high schooler this year. So it's complicated, but it worked out pretty well today. So I think we're going to be okay. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. If you're new, you can just tap the screen to give hearts, and you can swipe to the right and pull up to find places to share if you want to invite someone today. I'm going to be, wow, I'm glad you're here too. Today we're going to be talking about my new homeschool music curriculum that I've written. So I am happy to show that to you live on my computer in a few minutes. I think that I've done everything that I wanted to do for our introduction, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll turn the screen around here so you can see. I wrote a curriculum called 21 Lessons in 20th Century American Music Appreciation. Now what it is obviously 21 music appreciation lessons that you can do with your family at home. It's for grades K through 12. And I wanted to make it super easy for all homeschool moms to be able to do this, because I know that this music appreciation, yes, I know, so many have told me that they appreciate it, because it's hard to teach if you're not musical, or even if you are, if you just don't have the time to put it together, it can be pretty complicated to fit it into your day. So you can find it at ichoosejoynow.org/store. And it is 50% off today, just for today. Tomorrow it will be full price. So if you want to look into that after we're finished, after I show it to you, if you see if you like it or not. So let me tell you more about it. I wrote this curriculum because my kids were doing a co-op last year where they were studying 20th century history and literature. And I just thought music fits in perfectly with this. They need to study the composers of the 20th century and hear the music. And there's so many changes that happened in the 20th century that I really wanted my kids to have that as part of their history studies. So I started researching last summer, so that would be 2014. I spent many hours reading books and researching the best composers and music to include. And then during the school year, I actually wrote it. Each week, I would write a new lesson. And there weren't just 21. I taught it all year. This is just the American music portion. I will be coming out with the European music and South American music portion in hopefully December 1st. That's my goal. So this is just the first half. And I wrote each lesson each week and then taught it in a 20-minute segment to the kids at the co-op. I had it divided in K through 6th grade for one class and 7th through 12th grade in another class. So yes, I actually taught it for all of these grades and it does work. So let me show you through it. This is actually on my my touch laptop. I was wanting to show it to you on my iPad, but my kids used it this weekend and I cannot find it anywhere. So frustrating. So at least it works on here. You could also use it on your desktop. So just flipping through these first few pages, which all of this is included in this free sample. If you guys want to go to ichoosejoy.org/store, you can download the free sample there. So let me get to the table of contents. Well, I tell you all about how to use it in a couple of pages. So give you lots of ideas if you do Charlotte Mason method, if you want to teach it at a co-op. But here is the table of contents. So I have all of these composers. Sousa, Joplin, we do blues and jazz. George Gershwin, there's some opera. Charles Ives is more a classical composer, as is Aaron Copland. He wrote ballets. We get into fun pop stuff, musical theater, rock and roll, the songs, Irving Berlin. There's more jazz of the later 50s and 60s. Folk music. Then we have some film score people like John Williams and Philip Glass. Some of the weirder music was also with John Cage and Philip Glass, and then more musical theater. And I end it with a couple of notebooking pages. So let's go to the very first, there's the introduction. And here's the first lesson. So this gives me an example of how you could do a day with your kids. So you just take your screen, whatever you're using, and read the lesson to the kids. And then there's the links right there. You've got the YouTube links. And you could just click on it. And it asks me if they want to switch, so we'll go over to YouTube. And I think I just heard my husband come in, so I may have to hop over and open the door for him. So there's the music. So you see that I have all the music linked exactly in the ebook itself. So you could just flip back and forth. Let me get back to my desktop here, the curriculum. Sorry about that. Let me use my other hand. Click back into the curriculum. Now another thing you could do, like I did for the co-op, I'm sorry, I have not been looking at the comments. I haven't scoped in so long, I'm getting a little nervous here. So thank you for commenting and joining and inviting people and giving hearts, everybody. It's so great. 16 people. Hi, everybody. I am so glad you're here. So what I did when I taught this at the co-op is I actually took all of the links that we were going to listen to that day and made a playlist on YouTube so that I could just click to YouTube and have all those songs right there in a playlist, and it was really easy. So you could do that with your kids at home too if you don't want to keep going back and forth. So let me show you another lesson. So each lesson takes about 1 or 2 pages here. What would be a good one? Let's do George Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue. So this one is really fun because George Gershwin wrote a lot of neat songs, and here is Judy Garland singing his most famous song, Swanee, the one that made him famous. Here we go. Sorry about that. Oh, and of course we're going to have an ad. Hang on a second. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, skip the ad. And let me turn the sound on. Thanks, Melanie. She has the curriculum, and I know she's already started using it with her kids. It is really fun. Every time I go through it to check links or work on it, I get caught up in the music, and I just want to sit there and listen to all of them. They're so fun and interesting and different. There's such a variety. Let me show you a few more lessons. Thanks, Melanie. Get to the right place here. I was saying that I wanted to do it with my iPad, but my kids had it this weekend, and I have no idea where they put it. So I'm doing it on my laptop instead. So Charles Ives, he is wrote kind of different music that's a little harder to listen to. Aaron Copland, oh, we love Aaron Copland music. So if you guys want to pick this up, you can get it half price today, only $12.50 for all of the lessons at my blog, ichoosejoy.org/store. Or you can get a free sample there. And then tomorrow it will be back to full price. So there's a rock and roll. Irving Berlin and Cole Parter. Thank you. Chaotic Bliss. Let me find out your name. And I wasn't even following you, so now I'm following you. Thank you. There's Woody Guthrie. So we've got all these folk singers. Pete Seeger, Peter, Paul, and Mary. So this is really good for when you're studying the 60s with your kids, so they understand how the music just really relates to history. Do you guys have any questions about it? I'd love to share. Answer any questions. Leonard Bernstein, John Williams. He's the one that wrote all of those film scores. Jaws and Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List. That's my favorite. Any questions? Or if you have any questions about homeschooling, it is not. This one, Amy, is only half a year. I'm coming out with the second half in December so that people could use it starting in January. Now, there are 21 lessons, and you know there's lots of music, and some of these YouTube links are even an hour long to listen to the whole thing. So you could definitely spread it out as long as you needed to. But for those who want to do high school credit, I tried to make it where they could spend 2.5 hours a week on it, and that way all year, or five hours a week if they want to do it in one semester, or 2.5 hours if they're going to do it all year, and then they can use the second half that will come out a little later this year. And then musical theater, the last lesson. Oh, I wanted to show you there's some other people to study, the notebooking sheets. So the kids can fill these out when you're going through a lesson. It has for the composer's name. Country, of course, is all America for this one, but it'll be the same sheet for all curriculum. Famous pieces and interesting facts about them. And then this is really great. When they are listening to the music, they answer these questions like, what's the tempo like? What's the mood like? The instrumentation, form, rhythm, tonality, what style or genre is it in? How does this piece reflect the time period it was written in? And would you want to listen to it again? Or if you play or sing, would you actually want to perform it? So this is a great printable for them to use when they're listening to the pieces. Any questions, guys? Bibliography. This is helpful for, thanks, Melanie. This is helpful for the high schoolers who need some extra things to read to add up for their hours for the week for credit. And that is, let me turn you back around. And that's the tour of the curriculum. So any questions about homeschooling or anything you guys want to talk about today before we head out of here? I started today, but we had swim lessons, so we had a little, break in the middle of the day. Oh, thank you, Amy. I really wanted to make it affordable, especially today. $12.50, it's not too bad. And so my kids got some schoolwork done. They got math done. They got, I introduced them to what we're going to be doing for, hi, it's Megan again. Glad you're here. Oh, do you have anything that teaches basic music theory? You know, I want to write that. I don't yet, except for something that I wrote for a choir Yeah, you're right. Swim lessons is school. I wrote when I was teaching choir, junior high choir, I wrote something, so I thought about maybe turning that into a curriculum to help with basic music theory. But that is one of my plans. I would like to do that. We do start our co-op this Wednesday too, so they will be getting their assignments for that. We do Tapestry of Grace. So I won't be teaching music there this year because we're doing the ancient times. Any other questions or anything you want to talk about your homeschools today? What did you guys do? Thank you for the hearts. Well, if we don't have any more questions or comments, I'll go ahead and head out of here. And you guys can find me at ichoosejoy.org. You're welcome. I'm so glad. And again, my name is Gina Mayo, and I am so glad that you all joined me today. A college visit. Where did you go, Melanie? You're welcome, Amy. Oh, and someone just joined us. Well, you can catch the replay because we're heading out of here pretty quick. I just wanted to see where Melanie went with her for a college visit if she has a chance to type it. If not, oh, you know what I did forget? I forgot it. Truman State. I forgot to tell you about the scopes I saw today. I meant to do that. I did get to catch 2 of them. Alicia, Vibrant Homeschooling, talked about joy in your homeschool, and she had this awesome bookmark that I have a feeling she's going to be putting up on her blog, so I am definitely going to be printing that out. And Amy, who was just here, Amy, put up a comment if you're still there so they can follow you and catch your replay. She talked about how to move in the morning or move between subjects, and we had a couple of great ideas for some extra moving time. I love that. And you had a great post today too, which has something for periscopers, the printable. I love that. Thank you for putting that up today. And now I really ought to head out. Oh, Melanie shared an awesome app. Was that the one about Move? Oh, you mean on her scope? I didn't hear that. Oh, I'm getting confused. Okay, what app did you share, Melanie? She can tell us. Yes, Move It. Okay. I am going to look into that. I think they said it's 1 minute of different moves that you could do. So that really sounds wonderful. Move yes on Amy's scope. All right. Well, I better head out, guys. And thank you for joining me. If you want to head over to ichoosejoy.org, you can connect with me there. Thanks, everyone. See you later.